Hey everyone, it's me Scarlett, and a beautiful wintry day to talk all about 2021 goals. Hey everyone, I hope you've had a great holiday season, and we are into a goal setting season as it is the end of the year. If you want to learn how to write better goals, I did a video on this already and you can check that out in the cards. Otherwise, I just wanted to talk about some of my 2021 goals, just so you guys know out there, and it kind of holds me accountable to achieving those goals. Plus it is going to be something fun to take a look at the end of 2021 to see if I actually achieved these goals. So we'll see how that goes. I've basically broken my goals down into 3 sections. One is YouTube, one is social media, and one of them is writing and publishing. So I'm going to go through each of those sections separately. Like I said in my video before, I do create action plans and how I'm going to do different things. So those exist and they're all written down, but I'm just going to keep everything pretty high level for you guys out there because I'm sure you don't want to hear every nitty-gritty detail. However, if something does strike your fancy, please let me know in the comments below and I will give a little bit more information about it if that's something you want to do. So the first set of goals that I have is related to YouTube. I started back in January of 2020, so this is my first year as an Authortuber. I've been putting out videos pretty consistently every single Thursday, and I've put out the occasional extra video, kind of like this one, just when I had something to say. So I'm looking forward to using pretty much the same format going forward, but I do want to make a couple of changes on my channel. So there's basically 2 goals related to YouTube that I'm trying to achieve for next year. The first is that I definitely like to grow my channel, just like any other Authortuber, YouTuber, creator on this platform. They do want to grow their channel. They want to have more subscribers. They want to have more engagement, more comments, more likes, and videos that people find useful and engaging and entertaining. So I do hope to grow my subscriber count. I do hope to grow my channel, and I do hope to grow the views on the videos that I'm putting out there. So hopefully that's going to grow next year. I do have specific numbers, but we won't get into those details here. The second goal is actually to change the format just a little bit. As much as I do really love doing the writing and publishing videos every Thursday, I find that some people are actually interested in what I do as an author personally. What are the things that I'm working on? How did a particular project go? How much did I spend on a particular project? And things like that. So I would like to have a little more of those author life videos included in the mix. So I'm not exactly sure what that's going to look like. If that's something you'd like to see, definitely leave it in the comments below if you're interested in more author life type of videos and what format you think that those should take. Do you think that I should just incorporate it in with my regular videos, or if this is something that I should be putting out an extra video or 2 every month that talks about my writing process and my books, or do you think I should just integrate it with the regular program? So if you have thoughts on that, leave that in the comments below. If nobody leaves a comment, then obviously I'm just going to make it up as I go along, but it is one of my goals for 2021 and to improve my YouTube channel is to make it a little bit more about not just about being an author and a writer, but who I am as an author and a writer as well. So my second goal relates to social media. I have a lot of social media and it is easily the fastest way I can procrastinate on anything. However, it's also one of the things that falls to the wayside when I get really, really busy. So I do have some goals related to social media because I have Facebook page, Facebook profile, Facebook group, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Although YouTube, like I said, I keep in a totally different category. So what I'm going to be doing this year, the first thing is to dive into my data. I want to find out the areas that I get the most engagement and that make the most sense for me. Therefore, when I do take a break and I come off of social media a little bit because I'm busy with a deadline or something like that, then I know which areas to focus my attention as opposed to just falling off the map completely and not doing anything. I do find myself drawing back from Twitter a lot because I don't really spend a lot of time there anymore. So that's something that's probably going to fall a little bit more to the wayside. But I do want to take a look at my Instagram, my various Facebook profiles and groups and all that sort of stuff to see where I'm getting the most engagement. Also, in terms of social media, I want to do a little bit better with Instagram. I've kind of been all over the place with Instagram, so I'd like to do a little bit more in terms of my author branding and being a little bit more consistent and building a more of a cohesive platform over on Instagram. I've been watching various videos, I've been taking some classes, I've been reading articles, all that good stuff to try and build a better brand over on Instagram. So I'm going to try to put those into place and see what happens.
The third goal in my social media section is related to TikTok. I've basically just started TikTok I've been on the platform for a while, but I haven't really gone hard with it since till about the beginning of November, middle of November, maybe. So right now it is something that is exploding really, really quickly. I'm getting a lot of reach, even though I don't have a ton of followers yet. I have almost double what I have on YouTube, and I've been at that for a year. So I'm definitely getting a lot more reach on TikTok a lot faster. I'm also getting really good questions. People are interested in my books. Plus on TikTok, I'm a little bit more reader focused, where on YouTube, I'm a lot more author focused. This is more author life stuff and tips for authors and writers and all that kind of stuff. But on TikTok, I'm doing a lot more, funny sort of things, because that's really the platform that it's for. I'm talking more about my books, and I'm engaging with readers a lot more than I am on my YouTube platform. And although I do love both of them, they serve very, very different purposes in my author career. So I do want to keep going with TikTok and see where I can get with that. Once you get 1,000 followers, you can put a link on your profile, which is really, really great. Kind of like Instagram, where you have that link in your profile and you can get people to, check out your books, check out your website, sign up for your newsletter, all that fun stuff. So once I get 1,000 followers, I can get that link in my profile. Plus I'm allowed to go live, and going live obviously is going to reach even more people. So this is something that I would really, really like to do and try to invest some more time in, especially because it has picked up so quickly for me and has definitely had positive results. I have talked to people who are interested in my books, and then that book randomly sells. So I do think that there is a direct correlation there, whether it's going to stay forever, whether there's going to be a new platform, or whether I just happen to be in early enough that it is making a difference for me. Who knows? But I do want to see where this TikTok world is going to take me. They're fun, they're short, and it is pretty cool. If you do want to check me out, I'm at Scarlett Kol. I'm at Scarlett Kol in most places. That's also my Instagram and Twitter handles as well. So if you want to check me out on any platform, that's where you're going to want to look for me. So those are my social media goals for the year.
And my final set of goals relate to writing and publishing, because obviously if I'm an author, that's why I'm here. So for this year, I plan to release 3 books. I know that's a lot less compared to what I had last year if you saw my 2020 wrap up, but part of that is because I don't have as much prepared going into the next year as I did the year before, and I'm also changing things up a little bit. So that first goal is really the release of those 3 books. Those 3 books are, one of them is a standalone that I've kind of been wanting to get out for a while. The second is the next book in my Faraway High series. So that one should be coming out in like the springish, and I'm really excited about that. And then I actually want to start a brand new series. It is a planned trilogy. I have had this plan for probably about 5 years or so, and I'm finally sitting down to write it, which I'm really excited about. The covers are gorgeous, and I'm really, really pumped about this. However, going into a new series, and after I evaluated how my last year went, I'm actually going to be setting up a second goal, which is to revamp my launch plan. So I mentioned back in my YouTube goals about how I wanted to talk more about my author life and my books, and me as an author and as a writer. Part of that is just basically getting better at talking about me. It may seem like somebody who can put out content on YouTube on a regular basis should be pretty confident, but when it comes down to my books, I'm actually super, super low confidence level in terms of promoting my books and launching them and getting them out there. I know all the proper steps to take. I know all those things that you need to do, but when it comes actually down to it, I get very, very nervous about people reading them, about people reviewing them, about what people are gonna think of them. And I know that this is a pretty consistent fear with a lot of authors and writers out there, but it is really sabotaging myself in the sense that I don't promote the way that I should be. Not that I should be like spamming people or all that kind of stuff, but I'm not putting the effort into my promotions when I launch a book as I should be, because I'm so nervous about people reading it that I just don't talk about it. It's like, oh, so I had this book come out, that's great. Obviously that's not going to be very good long term. And when I want to come out with this new series that I'm really excited about, I want to make sure that it's being launched properly, and then I'm finding the proper readers for it, and then I'm putting everything into it. So this year is going to be a lot about confidence and trying to get better at promoting myself and talking about myself, and being able to, just exude that sort of confidence in my marketing and everything that I do. So I am going to have a video coming in January about my confidence challenge for 2021. For this goal, I'm basically just revamping my launch strategy. I'm also changing the timing on how I'm going to launch things, how I'm working pre-orders, and how I'm structuring my writing process. It isn't necessarily so much about whether I'm going to post on Facebook or whether I'm going to do this book tour or whatever in terms of launch plan. This is more process based in terms of how I write my books, how I release my books, and the process that goes through. So you will be able to see snippets of that throughout the year as I make those changes, as I'm going to be discussing them all with you on this Authortube channel about my changes to my launch process, what works, what doesn't, and then hopefully by the time I get into that latter half of the year and I'm getting ready to launch that first book in my new series, I'm going to have some of the kinks figured out and I'm going to be able to launch it with success. The other goal, this is kind of a bit of a stretch goal, it's just something I've been talking about lately, is I would really like to build a writing shed in my backyard. I have a decent sized backyard to accommodate a writing shed out back that I can, spend some time in and get away from everything and concentrate and focus on my writing. So I'm really hoping come summer, I'm going to be able to at least get some of that stuff started, get the plans in place, maybe get some of that foundation, even if I don't get it built. So if I do get my writing shed done, I will definitely have a video for that and I will be able to tell you all about that process because it's something I've been so excited about. I've been talking about it probably for about a year and a half now, and it finally feels like things are falling into place for it to actually happen. So if I actually get that writing shed up, I will let everybody know. I'll give everybody a tour. We can see maybe some vlog content of it going up and getting ready and everything I needed to do to get prepared to have this writing shed. So that's actually not really so much as a goal, as more of a hope and dream, but I'm including it in my goals here so that hopefully something is going to move forward on that project. All right, so those are all my goals for 2021. If you have any specific goals that you have for 2021, drop them in the comments below because I would love to hear them. Or if you are another Authortuber, put a link to your video if you did a 2021 goals video because I would love to check that out as well. If you liked this video, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up because it really does a lot for my channel to let YouTube know that this is content worth watching and this is definitely somebody they should be looking out for. Plus, if you'd like to get more content from me, make sure you're hitting that subscription bar and the notification bell below this video for them to let you know every time I have a new video coming out. So I hope everybody out there has a happy new year. Let me know what you think of my new idea for how I want to run my YouTube channel, 2, whether you have any aspirations or goals for 2021, and 3, even if you just want to say Happy New Year, I always love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on Thursday for my last video of 2020.